Hey, I got a question for you. If you could paint your house today and not have to paint it again until the year 2036, would you be all over that opportunity? Well, you can't. Forget it. Because no paint job is going to hold up that way. However, the great alternative to paint, Colorcrete, made by a great family-owned business in the heart of Central Florida, Colorcrete of Central Florida, their product will hold up. As a matter of fact, if you Colorcrete your house today, you will, guaranteed, not have to do so again for 25 years until 2036. A 25-year guarantee comes with every Colorcrete job. Why? Because it's so incredibly durable beyond what paint can ever give you. And it also creates a protective barrier, this Colorcrete product that protects you against wind-driven rain we get so frequently. It'll prevent mildew, put a stop to peeling, chalking, and cracking. 25-year guarantee and a super price made even better by a 10% price cut right now on Colorcrete and a free pressure cleaning of your driveway and sidewalks. My goodness, don't miss this opportunity. Colorcrete today, 25-year guarantee. Next time you do it, 2036. Sound good? Get a free estimate. Call them at Colorcrete, 407-851-3442, 407-851-3442. Online, colorcreteusa.com. So anything grinding your gears about this situation in Libya? I've got a couple of questions for you that nobody in Washington seems to definitively be able to answer. What is the mission? The Security Council resolution says this is all about keeping Gaddafi's planes out of the air so he doesn't wipe out the rebels. And then the rebels will have the opportunity to see whether or not they can take the country from this wretched dictator who has oppressed his people for more than 40 years. But that's it. There's to be no ground assault, and there is to be no occupation. The mission says nothing about taking out Gaddafi. But President Obama, our president, our commander-in-chief, has said, he's on record as saying Gaddafi has to go. Well, he's not going to leave voluntarily. I'd be shocked. He will have to be killed. Whether Waleed Ferris wanted to say the word or not, I'll say the word. This man has to be killed. Doesn't that have to be a part of this mission? The other issue is, Defense Secretary Gates says, well, we're heavily taking the fight to him right now with all of our technology and all of our state-of-the-art weapons of war. We're carrying the balance of the fight after the French, flew across a couple of times. We're doing it. But in a couple of days, we're going to dish it all back to the coalition. Is this coalition going to be able to get this job done? And is it possible to get this job done without boots on the ground? We couldn't do it with just shock and awe in Iraq in 2003. We had to have boots on the ground. I'm not advocating boots on the ground. I'm just wondering, whatever this mission is it doable without boots on the ground, A? And B, is it really worth doing unless you kill Gaddafi, which nobody wants to say we're out to do? You got to do it. Otherwise, it's like treating cancer but not cutting it out. 407-916-5400. Oh, the Obama administration is sticking its nose in everything. Right now, it's sticking its nose into whatever bullying problems you might have with your kids in your school. What is this all about? Coming ahead here on BHL. It is now 7:22. Real-time traffic and weather together on the twos. Courtney, thanks. First full day of spring is going to feel just like it. Sunny and 83. We're at 62 degrees here in Orlando. We got a few calls that are coming in, and I will make time for them. We've been doing a lot on Libya this morning, and I've raised a lot of issues. If you were with us in the 6 o'clock hour, you know that. I can't go back over them all right now, But also I can say this. We had a pretty provocative and informative interview with a local Libyan-American activist just before the 7 o'clock hour and noted Middle Eastern expert Walid Ferez. And you've heard both of those interviews, and I'll take your comments on them and the situation in Libya. Are you happy with the United States in level of involvement as it appears now? And do you have the answer? I can't get the answer out of from anybody. What exactly is the mission here, the end game? Here's Juan in Kissimmee. Good morning, Juan.
Good morning, my friend. I feel we should not be there at all. We're playing into the hands of the Brotherhood and Al-Qaeda. They wish to get control of the country and start spewing this cancer around. And next thing will be the other countries, the same issue. And we should not be there. I mean, it's like what happened with the Shah of Iran. Once we helped to get rid of him, Ayatollah was not supposed to come back, but he did, and look what happened in Iran.
Now, I've never said we should be there unilaterally. We should never have gone. It's about time the rest of the world steps forward and stops relying on us. Now, having said that, do you support us being a part of a coalition, or do you don't even want us on board with that?
Not even on board. Let the Europeans use that oil. Let them deal with it.
Okay, Juan, thanks. I appreciate it. Let me move on here. I got a question for you. Is it possible that Barack Obama and his Attorney General Eric Holder got beat up a lot when they were kids in school? Maybe that's the explanation for what I'm about to share with you that really bothers me. Is this why they're sticking their noses into the bullying issue in our schools at the local level? I mean, there's no end to government meddling under the Obama regime. There is no end to government overreach under the Obama regime. And it is happening again. We were talking bullying last week, and I've still got it posted on my blog section. It's gone viral worldwide, this bullying incident at this school in Australia where this great big teddy bear of a quiet kid was being bullied by this little punk who kept on punching him, and he wouldn't fight back, and he finally says he's mad as you know what, and he couldn't take it anymore, and he picked this little punk up, and he slammed him down onto the concrete. I mean, it's every bullying victim's dream come true right there on the videotape. Well, the Obama administration has made school bullying a federal issue, and it is an issue, but it's not an issue for the federal government. If the Bush administration would have gotten involved at the federal level on bullying, come on. As for the Department of Justice under Holder, go catch some more terrorists, please. Crack down on organized crime, whatever. But I don't want you involved in bullying issues at the local school level and bullying local officials. That's what happens here. I mean, you know, the Obamas hosted this anti-bullying conference at the White House, and that's all fine. And the president said he had big ears as a kid and he got mocked out and bullied some. Okay, that's fine, too. I got bullied when I was a little kid, too. It happened to me. I know how ugly it is and how hurtful it is. I got even, however, but that's a story for another show. The Department of Justice has announced its intention to hold school districts liable, maybe your school districts that fail to protect students who are bullied. But the Justice Department, the heavy hand of the Obama regime, will not come down on your behalf if you are a bullying victim, unless you're a certain kind of bullying victim. And this is where, to me, it really gets interesting and outrageous. I'm going to finish this story off and take your calls as we roll on. Good morning news coming your way at the bottom of the hour, or almost at the halfway mark. Fast-moving show. Glad you're with us. Good Monday morning at 7:28.
lawmakers have not yet approved that proposal. However, the legislature has approved a teacher merit pay program, which will pay teachers in accordance with